You ready? I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Look, we got 3 teams.
1, 2, 3.
Welcome back to the Zach and Francesco show.
To you and to you.
I don't even know where to look anymore.
Look at yourself. Look at the close up.
I like looking at the middle one.
No, bro.
And I think it's better if I look at you.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
And then like it gets you the side. It gets the side
Right,
angle.
right.
Yeah.
You know, us film majors.
Us film majors. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. So what's the deal? Why is the edit probably jumping around so much?
I don't I don't know, man.
What happened to our setup?
I don't know.
What happened?
Yeah, I like it like this.
Yeah, so we now have a 3-cam multicam setup, which is pretty cool.
I mean, yeah.
We were pretty insistent on it.
Thank you, Will Foley, for letting us borrow his camera.
Our roommate, for letting us borrow his camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got my camera, we got Francesco's camera, and we got Will's camera.
Yeah, look at
Holy
us.
Trinity of cameras.
Yeah, Holy Trinity.
Holy Trinity.
All right.
Cool.
So,
What's
let's
going on?
dive right in
yeah,
today.
what's going on this week?
You're the one who knows the facts, man.
What facts?
Let's keep it real.
With what?
I'm the opinions. You're the facts.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, man. I don't know anything about the strike.
The strike?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rough week for the strike.
Spit them facts. Spit
So
them.
the facts are things were going well last week. Beginning of this week, things were looking up.
Yeah.
You know, they're like the motion picture producers, AMPTP, were like, yeah, you know, we're going to give you guys stuff. And then came talks about residuals with streaming for actors.
Right.
So what that means is the amount of money actors makes when, you know, the show goes on streaming. When it used to be TV, the residuals they got were way higher, like for like broadcast television. But for streaming,
Right.
there wasn't like a solid agreement that SAG had. So they're making way less money for the actors.
Mm-hmm.
And so with the Writers Guild, what they negotiated with the AMPTP, the American Motion Picture Television Producer Guild, the producer guys, they negotiated to have a success-based bonus with streaming. So
Okay.
so say your show does really well, you get more money. What SAG proposed was to do a subscriber levy, so it basically takes into account the amount of subscribers, and that's how they determine residuals. I'm not really sure how it works.
I mean, me neither.
But what I do know is it would cost the streaming companies a lot more money,
Right.
Because it would mean a lot more actors make money off of it with
Yeah.
success based. I think. Don't quote me on this, but it seems like for writers it works because there's way less overall.
Right.
But for actors and like bit parts,
Right.
you know, like with the success-based bonus, you're not gonna get as much.
Interesting.
So it seems like, but at the same time, I don't really know what I'm talking about with that.
But like,
stuff.
where do you think it's gonna go? Like forward?
Well, that's the thing. So on Wednesday, it just completely shut down.
Oh.
Like the motion pictures producers, when they heard the subscriber-based
Yeah.
levy, they just walked out. Like it was over. Negotiations done for now
Wow.
because they just didn't want to do it. So that's the one big contention point right now
Yeah.
is the streaming residuals and like how that works.
Right.
And a lot of like, you know, below the line, as in like normal actors who aren't like movie stars, are getting really
screwed, right?
Like pissed, yeah, especially because of how long it's been taking.
Well,
for
they're getting
negotiations.
screwed, but then like their livelihood is getting screwed.
Yeah.
Like, let alone their emotions. Like they're like.
Yeah. Well,
just-
and people are like losing faith in the negotiating committee.
Oh yeah.
So I think I'm not 100% sure on the details of like what the deal was, but also the subscriber levy might have been more beneficial to the stars. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't really know for sure, but all I know is that a lot of people in the industry overall are getting really pissed that the negotiating committee is taking so long. Because
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
mean,
people
I
want to
would
get back to
be
work.
too.
But yeah, it's like, I get it, but like, you know,
Things
don't-
take
take time.
things take time.
Things take time. But yeah, it's like, so basically that's all to say. Strike's still going on,
No way.
and negotiations are not happening anymore. So
How it
we're
goes.
back to square one.
Back to square one.
Of,
I've been to square one before.
yeah, so chances are definitely not till like January
Huh.
at least. So
I'm gonna bring up some little trivia.
what's some trivia?
You ever heard of the movie Major League?
No, I actually haven't heard of the
Alright.
movie. Is it a baseball movie?
Yeah, it is a baseball movie.
Well, 1 point for me.
Do you know who an actor is in it? There's 3 main actors.
No, I don't know.
I
don't know
any
the
guess?
movie.
Any guess?
Robert De Niro.
No.
I guess.
I'll give you one more guess, and I'll give you a hint.
Yeah.
I think he had a problem with drugs.
Dude, that's like a lot of actors. That's not a good hint. Who was it?
Guess one more.
No.
Guess one more.
I'm trying to think of actors with problems.
You would know his name.
Robert Downey Jr. He
No.
had a problem, right?
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
Didn't he have a drug thing?
I have no idea.
He's the guy. You know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was from 2.5 Men, and then he got like kicked off because of something. I thought it
really?
was drugs. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It might have been worse than drugs, actually.
Oh.
But you always hope it's just drugs,
So
right?
what about Charlie Sheen and the Major League?
It was just fun trivia about an actor.
Oh.
You know, we're
I
talking about
thought this
actors.
was going somewhere.
No.
It was actually just trivia. Oh, okay. Damn.
But it is a
Call it
good
Charlie Sheen.
segue for Red October
Red October,
in
let's go.
Philadelphia.
Let's go Phillies!
If we didn't know, if nobody knew, yesterday
Nobody
the
knew.
Phillies won, and now we're going to the NCLS. I hope I've said those letters in the right order.
Yeah.
And Bryce Harper is him.
So what stage of like the playoffs is this? Because I don't know the words.
It's
Like,
the one before the World Series, I'm pretty
so
sure.
this is like semifinals.
I'm like 98% sure.
So probably semifinals. Maybe
I could look at a
quarterfinals.
bracket, so I could be like 90% sure.
Like just call it like what it is. You know, like I don't.
Playoff,
Yeah, it is the World Series.
bracket,
No, I'm kidding.
baseball. They do have a lot more letters in
There's
like.
a lot of letters.
Yeah, I was right.
So what does it stand for?
NLCS. It's National League Championship. No, wait, that wouldn't make sense. I'm definitely making that up. Oh, NCLS. Oh, I typed it with a V. No.
That's just not the right letter.
No, I know.
That's messed up.
National League Championship Series.
So
NLCS.
that's like half the league.
It's like how the football has like the AFC and the NFC.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
got it.
Let me go back to the bracket. I didn't look at the other side.
Dang.
You're asking a lot here. Yeah, because
I
then the
am.
other side is the ALCS.
Oh, okay.
So whatever I think it's American. I think it's American and national.
Weird.
It's just like it's the same thing in the
I don't get-
football.
I know. I
It's
just don't get it. Like, what's the
American Football Conference and then the National Football Conference.
Why though?
I think does it stand for American? I'm like 90% sure. The AFC stand for in football. I don't know. It is very interesting.
Let's
Yeah,
look.
American Football
Okay, so
Conference.
why have like the two conferences, but they're just like America and national?
It's like based on like regions.
Yeah, but why not call it like?
Something else. I always
This
I
region
thought
and
about
that
this a lot as a
region.
kid. Because that's when you like learn where teams are from and stuff. Because I could probably name where most teams are from and
Yeah.
that kind of thing. But I don't know. It's just how it was. I think it's because it has to do with how the leagues were like developed.
That would make sense.
No, yeah. So like when they first made. But yeah, so the Phillies are one series away from the World Series again.
They're gonna get to it.
I guess
gonna
keep
win.
seeing all these Temple kids like getting to celebrate in Philly. I'm
I
just like,
know.
am I gonna miss a parade?
I really
Like,
hope I don't miss a parade.
I
Like,
mean-
I hope the Phillies win, but like I don't want to miss a parade.
Right,
You know?
but it'd be
Like, missing parade would suck.
might fly back. No, I'm kidding.
That would be a little overkill, I think.
I mean, and then the Temple kids they had off today, right?
Dude, yeah, Temple had off the wellness day today.
Yeah,
But we had
so
to go to work.
right, yeah,
That's
because
messed
our
up.
classes are only on Saturdays,
And
Mondays,
Monday.
and Tuesdays.
Yeah.
We don't have Tuesday class, but that's when they're offered. So, and for Indigenous People Day, we didn't have off, which some other schools did.
Messed up. We didn't have all.
Yeah, so yeah, I get Temple just doesn't like us to have our free time, I guess.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
I
and like
wish I could-
internship's technically a class,
Yeah, so maybe we
and
shouldn't
we
have gone
went.
in
Maybe
today.
we shouldn't have went
Like
in
we
today.
should have been like, you know what? I'm not going in today.
Today is my wellness day.
Today is my wellness day.
We need those wellness days.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, yeah,
I honestly miss the wellness days. I
mean-
enjoyed having like just like set days off.
they're just random too.
Yeah.
Like there was a Wednesday that was a wellness day once.
Freshman year.
Yeah, and I was just
Freshman
like,
year, there was a lot of random.
and they
wellness
were just like
days.
Wednesdays,
Yeah.
and it was like it's a Tuesday night. What am I gonna do?
So true.
It's Tuesday,
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
isn't it?
Ain't it?
That's funny. What else?
What
We were
else?
talking about Philly. We can go on to the Eagles. They're
Yeah.
5-0, undefeated, pretty good.
keep
They were in
going.
Los Angeles. It
I
was
know.
our roommate Will went to the game,
He did.
and
They had
so
pretty good
did.
seats also.
No, yeah, they were good. His brother was cool.
His brother was cool.
Yeah, shout out Graham Foley.
Shout out Grant Foley.
I wonder if he listens to the podcast.
I don't know. Maybe we should like send it to him.
I
you know?
might. I don't know. Oh wait, we could get Josh to send it.
That's true. Yeah, Josh.
Josh
Foley
got that connection.
Got that connect. Yeah. So
So yeah, Eagles won.
mhm.
It was a good game. Steelers won. It was terrifying,
They
like it
barely
always is.
won.
Yeah, they won on a touchdown by the offense, so that's
That's new.
that is new. But yeah, same struggles as we've had the entire year. Who would have
Do you
thought?
think that it's gonna get any better?
They just gotta fire the homie, bro. Fire Matt Canada. I will preach it till I die. Fire Matt Canada. Colorado, college football. They're playing right now.
Really?
I'm like 99% sure for that
Who
one.
they playing tonight?
Oh, I just read it. I'm gonna say I think it's Stanford. It is Stanford. I closed my eyes
They
so I
better
could
than
see it.
Stanford, right?
Yeah, it's 22-0 right
Okay,
now.
I was
So
gonna say.
we're either gonna be predicting a great win or a great loss by saying that.
Yeah,
Yeah, seems cool.
seems cool.
Seems like a good game.
Good for Colorado.
Yeah, I mean, go Deion Sanders.
Go Deion
I'm a
Sanders.
fan of him and his son.
Do you know who's not a good coach?
Who?
The guy from BSI.
Oh yeah, we
Bishop
watched that
Sycamore.
documentary.
Really cool documentary.
What was his
called
name? Roy
BSI.
Johnson?
Yeah, Roy Johnson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is a psychopath.
Yeah. So,
He like was a pathological liar and a con artist.
it's like beyond like that. He like messed up kids' lives.
No,
like,
like
lots
with
of-
no remorse.
No remorse.
No remorse.
And like he didn't even like. It's like beyond no remorse. He just didn't care.
Yeah.
He got like mad at them for being angry at him.
No, yeah. That what was it? That was on Max, right?
Yeah, it was a documentary called BSI Max about
No, it was
fake high school.
like BS High.
Yeah,
Yeah.
BSI.
Every time somebody says that, I think they say BSI.
No, BS High.
Yeah, high like high
BS
school.
High on Max. Yes, it was a documentary.
BS because bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit high, which is hilarious.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
But,
But he's crazy. Yeah.
He's crazy. It's a good documentary.
No, yeah. I'm gonna wreck that one. I'm not a documentary guy. I'm gonna wreck that one.
That one's definitely a wreck because it's
No,
like
yeah.
it just got like crazier and crazier.
Well, when he hit his breaking point, that was the
That
best
was
part.
insane.
And they had cameras on that. Like props to them.
Yeah,
That was good
I'm
film
so
crew
glad
there.
they like
No, yeah, they followed him out and crap. That was nutty.
very nutty.
We also watched the new episode of Gen V.
Mm.
That was pretty good. A lot of, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I will say, I watched Loki last night
Yeah.
and in Gen V, and the two things that they had similar that really bothered me was they had chase scenes,
They're
but it
smart.
was like Tom Cruise and like James Bond kind of chase scenes where there's just two people on foot
So
running
women
after
can't
each
have any
other.
chase scenes?
No, it's
That's your
not.
issue?
It's
Women
not.
can't be in chase scenes?
No,
That's
bro.
messed up, dude.
It's not
That's
like that.
actually messed up.
Get back to the topic.
That's messed up.
It's
sorry.
I'm saying these
superhumans.
superhumans, this god of mischief. Why is he running? Why is he not teleporting? Why is Gen V, these people that can fly, have these
Yeah.
blood powers? Why am I running after somebody in the hallways?
Yeah, because like
And I get chase scenes are
no,
supposed
Jordan
to
was chasing.
exactly. It was
down.
Jordan and Maria,
And Jordan can fuck people up.
bro. And Maria could literally just put like a whip.
Yeah.
It just like it suspended my disbelief. And then when I was watching Loki and the same thing happened, I was like, bro, this is the god of mischief, and he was chasing after a human.
You can get more creative with if you're gonna do chasing, get more creative with it.
Well, right, and like I expect like a Tom Cruise Mission Impossible to be like running, James Bond running, any of those kind of
It's like
things.
running through the street, getting chased down by bad guys, like
Yeah.
that kind of chasing. But like,
Because like they're like spies with human powers of being human.
yeah. But in Gen V, they were just like actually just running.
No,
were
and
just,
it was the
like,
same thing. It was
normalized
the
running.
same thing in Loki, bro. Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's my little pet peeve right there. But something good that I did watch that you watched a little bit with me today, the new Ninjago episodes. So this is another disclaimer, just like my AGR. I'm a Ninjago Lego Ninjago enthusiast.
I feel like that's like better than AJR.
Is
I feel
it
like
really?
More, I think more people will be accepting of watching Ninjago than
Well,
AJR.
and this one I do have an emotional attachment with. It started as a kid,
Mm-hmm.
I was in the elementary school guessing who the Green Ninja was, and then it became whenever I got sick, I would binge watch the entire seasons, like in high school, so I wouldn't feel like bad about it.
Yeah.
Then once I got to college, I was like, bro, I'm staying in this. So in college, I was watching it every time it came out because I was like, oh, this is still coming out. So last year they had like 16 seasons of like actual Ninjago, and then they just started this new like not spin-off but like continuation.
It's like another arc. Like
Like a new arc. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Called Dragons Rising, and they released 10 new episodes yesterday. And you watched some of them. What would you say?
I mean, it's different than like old Ninjago. The animation's like way better.
Yeah, I think it's
It's
cool that they're like putting money into it. You know what I
they
mean?
spend money. It's like it's still definitely Ninjago.
Right, you know what I mean?
But-
It's still Ninjago. It's like I feel like it's moving with the times well, which
It
like a lot of
definitely-
things don't move with
It
the
actually
times well
definitely
like
has
that.
kept up like pretty well.
No, yeah, and then like I think that has to do with Lego too. Lego's been pretty good.
Lego's
At, like,
always been because like the Lego movies are great. And Lego Batman was like crazy good. Have
yeah,
you seen that? No.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that was
no
funny.
reason for that movie. I would rewatch that. Like that's a movie I would actually.
Yeah, we could watch that tonight. Last time we didn't watch Wall-E, everybody. We watched Elemental.
I forgot about that.
I
Okay.
didn't.
Elemental. What do you think of that? Because we didn't talk about that.
We didn't talk about it on the podcast, but we
pod.
did talk about it.
Because it's like
It was a weird romance.
it was a weird.
But then-
I like the romance part though.
The romance part was the best part.
Yeah.
The soundtrack was awful. We can talk about that. The
is
soundtrack was
hideous.
absolutely
Holy
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did not like the soundtrack.
Yeah.
And like I liked the movie concept, but they really didn't dive into like the different elements at all. It was really just like fire, and fire was OP,
Yeah, fire
and
was
everybody
okay.
else was just kind of like, eh.
Everyone's kind of just scared of
It was
fire.
also like just like
Yeah,
blatant like racism
yeah
throughout the
the
entire movie.
racism allegory was crazy, just
Yeah.
because it was like,
What was the other allegory? There was another one.
I don't know.
Do you remember? There was another
Yeah, I
one.
remember there's another one at one point. I forgot what it was though, but like it was
It was
mostly.
like about like a dad, like in like not meeting your dad's like opinions or something,
Oh,
right?
yeah, like the expectation.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like that was like allegory to like a lot of like children of immigrants
Right.
are expected to like take over their like the difference of
Right.
opinion between like immigrants and their children
Yeah.
of like what's considered like acceptable in their culture. That whole
Yeah, and it was
allegory.
kind of like deep.
It got that was deep as
There
hell.
was there were some deep parts. I was just
Yeah.
like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. Was it worth the watch? I don't know.
I still don't know either.
I like.
I think it's worth the watch to know what the watch was, but I don't
Yeah.
know if it's worth like a rewatch
I'm
in any
happy I
means.
didn't see it in theaters.
I can't imagine seeing that in theaters. I'd
Now,
be pretty
I
pissed.
almost did,
I wasn't that
and I'm
close.
happy I didn't
That was
because
a good call.
yeah, because I mean I don't know, like the also just the conflict of the movie. Spoiler alert, in case you want to watch it. Don't know if I recommend, but like the whole like inciting incident was like the fire part of the city was flooding, but like we don't know what caused the flood. Like we never found that
Yeah,
out.
you did. It was the just the ship like
no, but why was that important to these characters? Like it felt like so removed, you know.
I guess.
Like they didn't have anything to actually do with like the actual cause. Like they were just like fixing it, but like it wasn't their fault that the city was flooding. You know.
Right, right. It was just like a sub conflict, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of lazy.
Yeah, I would agree.
Like it was just like, oh, we're gonna have
But
this
like
flood
there's a
happen.
proper way to do that and they didn't do it
No, yeah,
properly.
because like they're like we're gonna have this flood happen just so we can get these two characters together.
Yeah.
Like
Do you know, this is another trivia.
yeah,
Do you know which team broke their World Series trophy?
no, I don't.
You're not even gonna guess?
No, like I feel like the Yankees would do that.
No.
They don't win a
It
World
was a
Series.
good guess. It was the Washington Nationals.
Really?
Yeah, they broke it.
Like recently?
I mean, like, it
How-
says 2019. I don't know when the
Oh
trophy's from, though.
shoot!
But it made me
How'd they
think
break
of how my package was missing and just how, like, things just go missing, you know? Why'd you make that face? Please tell
'Cause
the
I
audience.
think our apartment complex is like
Oh, you're gonna say it?
sketchy.
Sketchy? Sketchy's not the
sketchy.
right word.
What would you call it?
There's a hole in my pants. You see it? It's kind of crazy.
Damn.
I wonder how I did that. I would say it's just not reliable.
Yes.
Sketchy makes it seem like something like weird's happening, like
I
badly.
don't know, man.
I feel like my package was just there. I just couldn't access it. You know what I mean? So it was
Yeah.
like not reliable, not timely, those
Yeah.
kind of things.
Like, there's like an Amazon hub locker, and for whatever reason, they like just don't give us the direct access to it.
Yeah.
Like Amazon will send it to our like apartment complex, and then they'll send an email to anyone in a unit 31, so like a bunch of different buildings.
Yeah.
So like you can accidentally pick up someone else's package.
Yeah, which is weird that
Yeah.
you can like grab somebody else's mail. Like that's
And
so
like
illegal.
they would never know.
No,
Like,
they-
if you just took it, like
yeah.
that's crazy. And you
Yeah.
can't even put it back though. That's the craziest part. If you open
You
it,
can't
'cause
put it back.
Say like I get a package on the same day, someone a random other person
From apartment
from
31
apartment
in this
31
entire
in the
thing.
building over, and like we get each other's packages, we wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
Like we know because of name.
Yeah, but that's
and
all you know.
address, but,
You
like,
could still take it
Yeah,
home.
but you can't like close the locker once
No,
it's
yeah.
open.
Yeah. It's weird. Additionally, your
Mm.
other beef that you have with our resident community. Why don't you go ahead and tell the audience?
There's like a pretty like small but like alright gym, but like they're supposed to give us a key fob and like a thing that tap you can tap to get into the gym, and it's been 2 months and they still haven't given it to us.
And you talk to them a lot, right?
I've emailed them like 7 times because thankfully like on there's 2 floors, like there's separate like doors to get into them for whatever reason.
Yeah.
It's in like one of the other apartment buildings.
Yeah.
But on the first floor usually like the door is open during the day,
Yeah.
even though the gym's 24/7. It's like I tried going on one time, but it was closed.
Oh, really?
But yeah, the door on the bottom floor
Is it like actually 24/7 or you just didn't know the...
no, it's actually 24/7.
Okay.
But like they close the door at night.
Right. I mean,
But
as
yeah,
they should.
so usually like they keep the door like someone like I guess keeps it cracked during the day so I can get into the bottom floor.
Mm-hmm.
But the top floor, which is like the free weights and everything, is like almost never open unless you get really lucky.
And we don't have the key for
And we don't
that.
have a key fob, so we can't get in. And
Yeah.
it's been 2 months, and I've been emailing.
Zach's
this
trying to get that
stupid
grind set,
I'm
bro.
trying to get that grind set.
The
And,
grind
like,
set.
they're like inhibiting the grind set.
Yeah. Why would they do that?
I don't know, but it's like I'm getting really pissed because like
They don't want to see us win, man.
they do not want to see us
They
win.
do not
It's
wanna
like
see us
an
win.
amenity they guarantee, and it's like, oh, we're actually out of key fobs. I'm like, there's no fucking way you're out for 2 months.
Man's pressed.
People
Man's
have-
pressed.
People have had to have moved out in the months of August, September, and October.
I mean, that's a good point. That's a very good
Where
point.
are these key fobs?
I don't know. I always thought there's like this thing right over there. The audience can't see it. I always thought it might secretly be in there.
Dude, if it's in there, I'm gonna be so pissed.
We can check after.
We should check after.
We can always check after.
I like kind of want to check right now.
We're too comfy. You know, the
I'm
podcast is
know.
too homey. You
But
know.
yeah, I think I'm just pissed because they're super unreliable.
I also just wonder if like we're the only ones with these issues. You know.
no, because Gab didn't have a key fob for the first couple weeks either.
Yeah, but she got one, right?
Yeah, but her roommates got here like weeks before.
Oh,
she
right.
Did.
I knew that.
So
But I like maybe it's the temple curse. Like
maybe it is temple curse.
or is it like a LA problem? Like who is this coming from? Where is it rooting from?
Regardless, it's affecting us.
It is affecting us. You, us.
Mainly me.
Mainly you. I don't work out. Don't go to the
I
gym.
don't like until like I was like, I'm going to now.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
feel
I
like it.
respect that.
Yeah,
I really
go,
do.
Like, I go like 3 times a week. It's
I
like, chill.
exercise. Just the gym
Yeah.
is not my scene.
It's just like it's like fun to go like when I'm like bored. I'm like, what am I gonna do?
That's when I watch Ninjago.
See, that's what I also do. But then I'm like, if I go for like an hour, then I'll like
Yeah.
feel better about like watching shit for like 3 hours later.
Yeah.
You know?
When we went to the museum this
Yeah.
past weekend, I thought it was cool, like, cause you could like watch things in there, but you were learning. It was a very educational experience, I'd
Yeah.
say. What was the name of the museum again? I don't remember.
It was the Academy of Motion Pictures Museum.
LACMA?
No, LACMA was the LA County LA County Museum of Art. That's LACMA. This was just the Academy of Motion Pictures Museum.
Oh, okay. But we
Yeah.
walked through the thing that's at LACMA, right?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, that's
Okay.
where like the lights were. The
The
Instagram,
lights.
The Instagram
The
lights.
Instagram lights.
We didn't take pictures with the Instagram lights.
It was during the day. It would have been weird.
We got to go back and
I'd be
take
down to
pictures.
go back
Take pictures with the Instagram lights.
for the podcast.
Just for the podcast.
For the
nothing else.
podcast.
Maybe we'll do an outdoor episode
That
and like pretend to be like real influencers. I
That'd
mean, we are real influencers, but like,
I
we
mean,
can-
obviously, I'm a real influencer. I mean,
well, we can get like our friends to like be like a crew, like a fake crew.
that'd be dope.
That'd be funny as hell.
We should wait, but I want to talk about the museum.
All right, talk about the museum.
So, there was like 3 exhibits, right?
Yeah.
Like, well, the one exhibit was 3 sub exhibits, so to
Mhm.
say, and then there was this whole other thing. What was that guy's name? John Waters.
Yeah, John Waters.
Yeah, that was. You can talk about that.
Yeah.
We're not getting there yet. But so it was called The Story of Cinema, and it had basically a bunch of subsections of like where cinema came from, where it's going, how it evolves, and how
Mhm.
it's kind of similar throughout. So yeah, I was up close with like Oscars. Never been that close to them
Yeah,
before.
it's pretty cool.
No, like there was one for Shrek. That was really cool. There was a bunch of stuff there.
Yeah.
They had Boys in the Hood, which is
Yeah, they had a
inspiring me
ton
to
of stuff
watch
from
that.
Boys in the
No,
Hood.
and that seemed very interesting.
Boys Notes a great
I've
movie.
heard a lot about that film beforehand,
it's
so
so
seeing all
good.
that stuff was very like, oh,
Yeah.
this is important.
I really liked the room. I forgot the Encounters room.
Okay.
It had like all the sci-fi stuff in there.
Yeah, yeah.
They had like a bunch of Star Wars stuff. They had.
Oh yeah.
They had a ton of stuff from Dark Crystal. They
Right.
had the Frank Rabbit suit from Donnie Darko.
Yeah, yeah.
That went hard.
They had the Wakanda suit.
Yeah,
in
they had
there.
the Wakanda, the other-
like
the
what
warrior.
the warrior would wear.
yeah,
Yeah.
one of those warrior
I
uniforms.
bro, imagine they had the Black Panther. That'd be crazy.
That would have been insane. I
They-
would have like.
They had some cool stuff in there, and the room before that was like the animation room.
yeah.
Yeah.
They had
and-
a whole model from like Kubo and the Two Strings.
Yeah,
like,
the
village.
and then they also had the Spider-Verse part with like the
Spider-Verse part was
models.
Cool. Yeah.
And then they also had like the first design model of like a animator's desk because they have like a different kind of desk.
Mhm.
And like apparently Walt Disney like with an engineer like made
They
it.
made it with
Yeah.
for like 4 specifically animators.
Yeah,
which is
I
really
thought
cool.
yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
I also liked the Godfather room, which
Mhm.
was like one of their feature exhibits. That was it was just interesting to see all those like
It was cool.
things, you know what I mean? Like cuz it had like the office
Mhm.
room, but then also I felt like it was cool seeing like the sketches of like the
The
outfits.
costume design
Yeah.
shit stuff they had for The Godfather was so cool because they had like the original sketches. They
Yeah.
had like all the palettes as well.
Yeah.
Like with the fabrics and everything, and they also had the actual costumes.
Yeah, and then the big hit was the dead horse head. Everybody liked that one. They also had that massive camera in there. That
The
was
camera was cool as well.
camera's
Yeah.
crazy.
And then on the top floor,
The top
we
floor.
had John Waters.
Yeah,
So
John Waters. If you
John
don't
Waters, the
give a little
goat.
background, yeah.
Yeah, he's the goat. He's the trash film goat,
Yeah.
the king of trash films. If you know Divine, the drag queen,
Yeah.
any of those movies, that's John Waters.
Right.
John Waters also made like Hairspray.
Yeah.
And Crybaby. So like those are more popular ones. But my favorite one is Pink Flamingo, the most disgusting
I'd
movie
say
of all
that's
time.
probably one of his more well-known.
Pink
not
Flamingo?
not like well-known, but like well-known for being disgusting.
Yeah. Oh, it's his like most probably infamous
Yeah.
movie. I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Pink Flamingos, because I feel like a lot of people don't know about it.
Yeah.
It's this movie where Divine, this hilarious drag queen,
Yeah.
and this couple are competing to be named the most filthy people, the filthiest people of all time.
It's nasty.
And it's like one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's also one of the most just straight up disgusting movies I've ever seen. Like the stuff they would like the stuff they show you on screen.
Yeah,
it
I
just,
don't.
like makes you want to vomit.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
I think it's worth watching.
Isn't it hard to find?
Yeah, it is actually hard to find. I watched it because my friend Alex, who suggested our theme for our third episode,
Yeah, yeah.
paper products,
Yeah.
he has it.
Yeah.
And so we watched it because it's like it's hard. It's not like it's also not cheap.
Right.
Like, you can find it, but like it's if you can get it through Criterion, it's like it's in the Criterion collection, so you can like buy it for like something like $40 or $60. So it's like not cheap to get, but it's disgusting. But it's also one of like the most interesting movies I've seen,
Right.
just because you don't see movies like that.
I mean, yeah,
You
they
know?
don't make stuff like that anymore,
Well,
really.
And the cool part was like learning about how when it released, it was played at some like theater in New York, like every night at like midnight for a year. Like it was screened every night for a year.
That's nuts.
Yeah, because he just kept telling people to like, oh, please see it, and like they made a whole like bit out of it where like they would give out like barf bags and a ton of stuff.
Well, and then like the trailer doesn't even have footage from, like the official trailer doesn't
Yeah.
even have footage from the movie.
Yeah.
It's like just people going like, "Damn, that was nasty."
Yeah, and it like they kept it very like shrouded in mystery.
Like man on the street kind of
exactly.
say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was, but like that exhibit was really cool though.
Yeah,
and
it was
the costumes
probably-
and stuff for Hairspray was also really cool because
Yeah.
the movie was like iconic.
It's one of the cooler parts of the museum.
Oh, for sure.
All right, I'm gonna ask you another trivia question.
Oh yeah,
What baseball team is from Los Angeles?
Dodgers.
The Dodgers? You sure?
Yeah,
100%?
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. I know
You
that.
just broke their ears.
Good.
Yeah, they actually just lost.
Really.
Yeah, so they're out of the playoffs.
Womp womp.
So they would have played the Phillies actually,
Mm.
but they don't. So now the Diamondbacks play them. But our professor, Amy, is she a professor?
Yeah.
Our professor, Amy Oak.
Why are you asking if she's a professor?
Because, like, I don't see her in that light, so to say. I see her as, like,
What kind of
a
light do you see our professor in?
like a guidance counselor kind of
Oh,
thing.
like-
You know what I mean?
Like a spiritual guide.
No.
No, it's a
Not
spiritual
like-
guide. Like your guru.
Kind of like Leanna Arnold. Like, the
Yeah,
same
like
vibe.
advisor,
Like,
yeah.
director, you know what I
Like
mean?
the
Like-
type of advisor kind of.
yeah,
person.
advisor. That's the
Yeah.
word I was looking for. I said guidance.
Yeah, we're not in high school no more.
Well, she lives by the Dodger Stadium, and she
Oh,
hates
okay.
when they score because fireworks go off.
Oh, I can imagine.
But now they're out of the playoffs.
So she's probably happy.
Yeah, it makes her dogs happy.
Makes her
That's the
dogs
main
happy.
concern. You know, LA people care about their dogs.
LA people care about their dogs more than their children. It seems like
But the dogs are crazy.
There's a lot of dogs here.
There is a lot.
Like compared to like other cities, I've only lived in Philly.
Well, it's
different
also like
cities.
dog friendly environment.
It is a very dog friendly place.
Yeah, it's more human friendly that way.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So true.
So true.
So true.
Amen to that. All right. So yeah, we didn't get a theme this episode. I might have made a theme there with the baseball trivia. I felt like
No,
no.
no, that's not a thing.
I think it was a theme.
If you wore like a baseball like jersey, maybe.
Well, we're not doing visuals. This is a podcast. They're just listening to our voices.
Yeah, but like if
But we do got the multicam.
we do get the multicam, that's kind of crazy.
Multicam goes crazy.
Multicam goes crazy. I mean, I guess the baseball thing can be a theme.
I
The-
gotcha.
The theme is baseball trivia interspersed every like 10 to 15
The theme
minutes.
is baseball trivia in the Zach and Francesco show. But yeah, we would love more themes.
Yeah, so please suggest a theme.
Yeah, if you
For
make it
next
this far
week.
in the episode.
Like we're begging you. Like we don't
Please.
like it can be anything. Like our last theme was paper products.
Yeah, the paper products are pretty
It
good.
was a pretty good theme. Thank you, Monkman.
With our paper expert, shout out.
Yeah, and maybe if you suggest a theme, we'll bring in another guest for next week.
Oh
Potentially.
yeah, that's a good idea.
Potentially.
Potentially.
No guarantees.
No guarantees.
But maybe.
But we'll see. All right, you good to wrap it?
Is that it?
I think so.
Cool.
I mean, unless you got something to
I'm
you
trying
got
to. I
something
feel
to
like
share.
we missed something.
Did we?
I don't know.
Unless you got something that your heart desires.
Honestly. No.
No,
No.
that was really unsuspenseful.
Sorry.
You should be.
I'm not. I'm lying. I'm not actually.
You can bring your A game next week.
You know,
all right?
you can bring your A game next week.
All right, all right.
You brought your like maybe like B plus game this week.
All right.
Maybe B minus.
A minus.
No,
A minus.
I don't think so.
All right.
Anyways, thanks for
Thanks
watching.
for watching the Zach and Francesco show. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Spotify. See you next time.
That was good.